going on, movie fans? My name is Jonathan Martinez and I am a man of movies. I love film and everything that has to do about it. And I'm just here for you to listen to my take. We're heading toward the end of the year and movies are coming out on streaming and limited releases in theaters. And a lot of these movies could possibly be contenders for the Oscars, and I'm trying to hunt them down because I love the Oscars. I love films that could be contenders for the Oscars. I know that doesn't mean that they're the best movie ever, but I just love the whole atmosphere of Oscar season, especially Oscar bait season. And with that being said, Netflix came out a couple weeks back with one of their newest releases. Let's get into.
You gotta write your own life. Don't make us your excuse, JD. Family's the only thing that means a goddamn. You'll learn it.
Hillbilly Elegy is directed by Ron Howard, and it is based on a true story from J.D. Vance's memoirs about his life as a kid growing up with his mom who has some demons of her own and his grandma who has some of her own problems, and how he was able to rise up out of those ashes, out of this predicament that maybe he wasn't supposed to be rising out of, and become a better person, become a successful person. How hard is it? Is it possible? This is what this movie's gonna touch on. The first thing I want to talk about is the trailer, because as I'm watching this trailer a couple of months ago, I'm thinking to myself how this could be such a personal story that many people, including myself, could resonate with. And not that it isn't that, because this movie very much has a lot of personal things going with it that could relate to many people. But it doesn't focus a lot on Amy Adams' character or Glenn Close's character, even less. I thought that the movie was gonna be, in a way, like a requiem for a dream, where there's a lot of drug abuse and how that affects a person's life and the people around them, and that is a theme in the movie, but it is not to the point that the trailer made it seem. A huge chunk of the story takes place in 2011. Which I didn't know was gonna happen. Listen, I didn't read the memoirs. I don't know the story. I don't even know who J.D. Vance is. Apparently he's a big shot somehow. Okay, let's just go through this journey, I guess. 2011, what's going on? The kid's grown up, okay. And every now and then we flash back to the scenes that the trailer was showing us, which honestly is way more captivating. 2011 is not as captivating than 1994 or 1999, whenever the past took place. Those aspects of the movie were what brought such a punch in my gut whenever those scenes would come on. And I wish they weren't flashbacks. I wish that it was all about the 1990s and we would maybe flash forward to 2011, but it's not like that. I wish it was, but it's not. And even though the flashbacks were my favorite part of the movie, they were written very conveniently, because no matter when we come back, there will always be some sort of event that happens that makes us feel emotion, whether it's anger or sadness. So we're in 2011, and if we flash back to 1990, no matter what they're doing in 1990, they could be taking a crap, they could be painting eggs for Easter, they could be going to a store. Spoiler alert, something bad will happen at the very end of that scene, and then we'll flash back to 2011, and I wish it wasn't like that. It wants to instill a sense of emotion to the audience, but in the end, it feels rushed to try and give you all those feelings. And I want to put those critiques aside because I really like this movie. I think that, yeah, I wish the trailer didn't tell me it was just gonna be about the past. I wish it was more about Amy Adams' struggle as a mom and how it affects this kid, and Glenn Close, I wish that she was in it a lot more, but it's not, and the movie is still good. It is. I think the first thing I want to mention is the performances of both Amy Adams and Glenn Close. Glenn Close isn't in the movie as much, but when she's in the scenes that she's in, she steals them, dude. And Amy Adams, you can already see in the trailers, she is phenomenal in this movie, all right? She plays this mom that slowly through situations in her life goes toward a path of going and doing drugs and meeting like horrible men and not putting her children first, but second, but believing that she is putting them first, and how that impacts them. And you see that in J.D. Vance's character. And forgive me, I don't know the actor's name, but I really like the way that they develop J.D. Vance's character as this kid seeing everything. And as he grows up being this man going, I don't know if this is what I want anymore. I love my family, but do I want to be a part of this family? I need to live my own life someday, right? The dynamic of how close and Adams believe they should be raising a child, and we see it play out in the film and slowly come to the realization that they are two sides of the same coin, man. You guys fight for different opinions, but don't see that you're the same person. And the film shows us how you, from humble beginnings, can take that and push yourself forward and become somebody successful. But aside from that, what I came out from this movie was the great moment in the third act of the movie in a hotel room, where Vance's character comes to the realization after years, after a whole childhood of different opinions, different situations happening on each side of him. He goes, I love you, and I know that family should be of utmost importance to me, and it will be. And Mama, I wish that you would better yourself, and I wish that you would be clean and stop doing these drugs, and I promise you I will be there for you when you need me. But I have a right to my own life. And that is the biggest theme in this movie that I wish everyone to get out of it. All in all, I really like this movie, and the way that Ron Howard was able to infuse that tone to the audience, that we could grasp it and resonate with it. And yeah, sure, I wish there were some things better with the movie. I wish that the marketing was a bit more truthful. I wish that it was all about the flashbacks. And yeah, I have some problems with the flashbacks, but they are so captivating that you just want to keep on watching. You feel for the characters. The acting is Academy Award worthy, all right? Especially from Amy Adams. Maybe Glenn Close, but she's not in the movie that much. And the overall message that you have the right to your own life. Coming from a really big family myself, you think at times that you have to put these people in the front row. But then you gotta think to yourself, man, you are your own person. You are your own person. And you have to live your own life. And people gotta figure things out for themselves, man. This movie tells it like it is. I really enjoyed that. This movie is a repeat watch type of movie. But those are just my opinions, you know? Whatever you think of the movie, please let me know below what you thought. Do you agree with my opinions? Maybe not. But that is film. But like always, like this video, share this video with family and friends, and support content that you like, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, movie fans.